back to another episode of Robbie Robster's DIY Auto. We're back on the Mitsubishi today, and hopefully we can finally get this panel as close as we possibly can to being correct. You probably noticed my last video that I've done on this car that all this side here was really crinkled in, and so we've got a lot of that out. So now what we're going to do is do a bit of a touch up. If we've got time, we'll go and do some bogging and hopefully fit the light. So let's get to it. So what I'm trying to do is push this side of the panel out a little bit. This side is in. Now I'm just going to fit the light just loosely into its place to see if I can get the same curve of the light so that I can get as close as possible. So I've got that pretty close, but down here I've got the light that's sunken in. So I'm going to see if I can get this panel a little bit further in that way. But yeah, it's coming around good. So just removed all the old glue that was, or panel bond, or whatever you like to call it, from here, and which is the housing, the light housing for the rear light. And what I need to do now is get some primer onto this so that it would stop any rust on it, and might clean up the back as well. Give it a good prime. I might have to go to the shop and buy some of that, because I'm trying to keep it as OEM as possible so that I have no troubles at the guys at the compliance people. And so that, yeah, I'll continue on doing this, and yeah, let's do it. Right back.
15 minutes later.
Alright, back from the store. I ended up buying a few things. Starting off with a weld through primer to help with rust prevention on the surfaces that have been welded. Then we also got some 2K primer to, if we do end up doing some putty work on the panel. And last thing I've got is also the seam sealer to go over the seams of the metal that's joined up on the panel. So I'm going to do some spraying, do a bit welding. We'll weld on this bracket, which I probably don't want to bother you with that, and I'll do that off camera because I think it might take a long time. So yeah, might give you a couple of sneak peeks of a couple that I do. Also, for anybody who's following me, I did get a lot of information from lots of different welders. I'm not doing any structural welds, so the weld doesn't have to be that perfect. With this metal on this Mitsubishi Lancer, the metal is quite thin, which I think is the majority of Japanese cars. The metal is thin, so I've been doing little bursts of welds to make sure I don't blow a bigger hole that I need. So let's get to it. Let's spray the weld through primer, I think, and let's go. Get your mind out of the gutter, guys. That's just sick. Alright guys, we'll let that dry. Fantastic, exciting. Stay tuned.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, I'm back again. It's been a few days actually. I went to the tool shop to buy a hydraulic auto body repair kits, which next video will be an unboxing of that tool kit. But we'll be using it on the Mitsubishi Lancer because I noticed that this whole section needs to be pushed out just a tiny little bit, and you know, I've been trying to bang that out for quite some time and it's just not budging. So I'm going to use that hydraulic repair kit to push it out that way, just this section, because what it is that when I pop the rear light in, it goes in, but it's very tight. And the holes and the actual bracket inside or behind the light is quite close. So I need to push it that way slightly. You can also see up here, it's not flush with the panel. So that tells me that it needs to be pushed over just I think maybe a centimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a laser level, because that's where the other hole is that I need to push over. So I'm going to put a laser level there and then use the hydraulic body repair kit to move it over, and then hopefully just by little I'll push it out and then readjust. Also, you probably noticed that I have done a little bit of welding to put this housing back in. I've got a couple more to do, and I'll show you what I've done with those. That when I'm welding, it's not pretty, but I did grind them down to make it nice and flush, so make them look pretty. But let's get to it. Let's use the hydraulic auto body repair kit and try and push this out. But first, empty this trunk. Hydraulic ram, hydraulic hose to ram, extension pieces. This is to like a rubber mount to put down the other side that you don't want to, or prevent to ding down. So what I'm going to do is put the whole hydraulic ram system in the well of the spare tyre is, and then use the force to push out this way. So I'm going to probably start off with that one. I'm going to put this right where that is. I may attempt to put it here, but I don't want to risk that. I think this metal here is very, very soft, so I think by putting it there, it will damage the quarter panel. So I don't know if you can see it, but I'll zoom in, put a red laser there. Hopefully we can push that over by a centimetre and see how we go. Fingers crossed. A little bit nervous actually. Alright. That's been pushed over. But what I did find out that when I let go, it may retract a little bit. Only one way to find out. Oh no! Boo. What I'll do is also take a picture for you to see what it looks like. Or actually, I'll film it on my camera phone. So, this is what it looks like inside. I've got it in the wheel well. So you've got the rubber mount, got the extender rod. Actually, there's two there. There's the medium and the small. Then you've got the ram, and then you've got the little thingy-majiggy at the end of it. So that's pushing against it. On the actual hydraulic, this is the release valve. I'll go on ahead and release that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it is a little bit better. Alright, let's grab the light. Alright, so it did move it over, but it's still not aligned up the top here. So let's push it over a little bit more. Okay, release. Now, again, I'm not too sure if you see the laser. I'm going to release it and let's see if it moves a little bit. It actually moved quite a large amount. Yeah, it looks like what I need to do is actually extend it quite a large amount because it does come back into place from originally started from. So I'm going to push it. It's going to be scary, but I'm going to push it maybe an inch over, and then fingers crossed. Okay. This time it moved over, and it's probably a good centimetre. Alright, so I'm just checking to see where everything lines up. Everything's slowly coming together. However, down this corner I think this section here is actually sunken in, so that's why I put on the other light on the other side, and it looks like it's not flush with this one. So I'm going to push this out, fingers crossed. It's getting better, getting there. It's a little bit tedious work, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, that helped a lot. That's actually made it quite flush. I think I still need to push this a little bit over that way. Maybe not. I might just check the measurements of this corner here, because I think that might be out as well. In fact, I think it is, just looking at it. It's very so slightly. And that's going to be interesting on that one. So this section here was pushed out this way a little bit, so I'm tapping it back in because there is no way that I can push that over, but hopefully by tapping it back in it would actually go back into place that way. That's in a little bit, eh? Little bit. Where am I gonna put you? Right there, I think. Idiots. Idiot. Well, there's something you should not do. Just let things hang, expecting to stay. That just cost me a bracket. Funny thing is, I noticed that it was actually glued. That bracket. There's actually glue marks all over exactly where it broke. So I busted a broken one, but nonetheless I broke it. So now I've got to go and buy another one. Yay.
So that's a tip for you today, guys. Don't just let things hang. Make sure it's nice and secure. I think what I'll do is buy a replacement. I still believe that this bit here needs to come out that way, and we'll play with that once I get the replacement light. Anywho, guys, sorry for the very interesting and very annoying and very dodgy video. Another one should be coming out with the hydraulic auto body repair kit, which I think is doing a fantastic job. It's pulling, pushing things out where I need to put them out. And so, yeah, guys, I will catch you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment on my crappy little accidents. And I'll catch you next time. Ciao for now. Peace.